Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Now today I've found something that's quite rare. I've only actually done 2 of these in the last few years, and that is a Taiwan Army menu. So I've managed to get hold of a Taiwan Type C military ration. So let's get this on a table and see what this pack contains. And as you can see, and I have here on the table, this Taiwan Army Type C ration. Now these are very difficult to get hold of. I've only actually managed to get 2, and this is the 3rd one in all the years I've been reviewing. You can get commercial packs which are almost the same, but these are the actual genuine military ones, a lot more difficult to get hold of. It is a very simplistic meal in a green plastic bag. There is a tear strip and a resealable strip at the top, so we'll just give this a tear. Opens nice and easily. There is a resealable Ziploc bag there. So what does this Taiwan Type C ration actually contain? So bring it straight out there, and straight off the bat we have a energy drink. They're nice that it's actually in Chinese or Taiwanese and English. So we have an energy drink. We have 4 soft jelly candies, so you can feel those, they're a soft jelly. We also have some nuts, very useful, they are translated for me, makes life a lot easier. There are some little dried mango pieces, I don't know if you can see that, so some nuts and some dried mango. We also have 2 packs of what I believe is a jerky. Let's see if that's translated. It's not, but it is. It's a type of jerky. I'll do a full translation when we come to eat it. We also have some chocolate syrup. Use hot or cold. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs of biscuits or crackers, and I believe they're all the same. So there are 7 packs of crackers. Very reliant obviously on the cracker. And last but not least, this feels like it's either a wet nap, or a towelette. So that is the entire contents of this Taiwan Type C ration. So let's get these out on a tray and see what they look and taste like. And so as you can see, I now have this Taiwan Type C menu laid out on the tray. Now, as I saw in the opening, there is a huge reliance on biscuits. I've done a little bit more translation. This is actually a wet nap. The biscuits are all the same. They're brown sugar cookies, and the jerky is actually 5-spice beef jerky. So the first thing I notice is there is no actual hot drink in this ration. It does say there's a chocolate syrup, use hot or cold, so I suppose you could put that into a mug, add some hot water, but I want to use it on the biscuits or crackers, so I'm just going to have water in this instance. Troops always carry water, always have a canteen, so it's a realistic drink to have in the absence of any tea or coffee. So first off, let's have a closer look at some of these items. Now this is a energy drink, and I don't know if you can see there, whether the camera's picking that up. It claims to be a special drink to supply carbohydrates equivalent to a rice ball. So high energy, high carbohydrate drink. We'll just have a little look there, just take the cap off ready, so I'll come back to that in a moment. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as we said in the opening, 7 packs of these brown sugar cookies. So just to save wastage, as they're all the same, I should just be opening one of them, and they have the Taiwan Army emblem on them. So we'll just open one of those. So these are very simple, just brown sugar cookies. Just put those on the top there, top of all the others. Again, just to save on wastage, both of these are the same. They are 5 spice beef jerky, so I shall only open one of them, again just to save on waste. I can actually use the other ingredients then on the other contents on one of my camping trips. So really sticky, stuck to the pack there, so it's a compressed beef jerky strip. Let's take a look at the dried mango. A pack of dried mangoes. I'm just going to bring an old friend here. I'll just empty some of those out on the tray. A bit of dried fruit. That is about 1/4 of a pack. Again, we don't need to open them all. Excuse me. Now we'll have a look at some of the nuts. Let's put those on the side there. Oh, they're actually a mixture. There's some strange looking nuts there that I've not seen before. It'll be interesting to try. We'll take the top off, or the corner off this chocolate syrup. I should just corner it. I'm going to use it as a frosting topping for the biscuit. Oh, I've got the frosting all over me. Bear with me. One of the jellies, again, 4 jellies, 4 jelly sweets or candies, all the same. Stuck to the packet a little bit of difficulty getting that one out. Very sticky to the pack. Extremely sticky to the pack. That's that released now. And as I've already got the chocolate syrup on my hands, I'm going to open the wet nap now as well. It does actually say wet moist tissue, although there is no moisture. There appears to be no moisture left in that. It's very dry. It's just no smell. But it did, well, my translate, it did say wet tissue, but that's not very wet there. So I think the first place to start would be looking at this energy drink. So I'm going to bring in, just for a change, a Russian MRE spoon. I've not used them very often. Just move that wet nap out to the side. What have we got here? So it's a liquid gel in texture. There is a slight exotic fruit taste to it, something like a lychee. I don't know if it is a lychee, but it's a very, very slight fruit flavour. It has a very thin jelly consistency. Here in the UK we have wallpaper paste, which we use to put paper onto the wall. The glue is very much looks like this texture, but it's pleasant. Obviously designed to be sucked straight out of the tube. It's pleasant. Strange texture. Certainly you can see how that'll be easily digestible. Different, but not unenjoyable. Whether or not that would fill you, it says as much carbohydrate as a bowl of rice, a ball of rice. Be interesting to see if eating that would actually sustain you. But it's pleasant, it's tasty enough, just a little different. Now moving along, we'll take a look at one of these brown sugar cookies. Certainly plenty of them, 7 packs, 2 in a pack, 14 of these biscuits. Nice little gentle snap. Crisp, sweet. There is a slight taste to them. Very difficult to describe the taste. I would say a slight possibly licorice background flavour. Might not be licorice. It's a strange, unusual flavour, but it's a sweet, wheat-based cookie, biscuit. Sort of cookie or biscuit you could dunk into tea or coffee if we had one. In this instance, we have this chocolate syrup. So I'm just going to put a little bit of chocolate syrup on the top there. So as you can see, it's a nice, runny but thick consistency. Dark chocolate in texture and colour. It's quite bitter. Not overly sweet. But it does just add a little bit more enjoyment, excitement to what otherwise would be a plain simplistic biscuit. So just a nice little sugar rich chocolate flavoured coating. Goes everywhere, but certainly helps enhance the flavour and enjoyment of the biscuits. What a hunter. Refresh my palate. And I think it's time to move on to the dried mango first. So as the name suggests, just little cubes. Just pop a couple in my mouth. Unsweetened, just natural fruit pieces, been dehydrated. There's no addition of extra sugar. Soft, chewy, tasty, nice little snack there. Now, there is a mixture of nuts, beans and raisins here. So it says mixed nuts. That one might be a pumpkin seed. As for the others, I'm not sure what the dark beans are. Raisins, so let's try the raisins first. Wow. That was extremely chewy. Sticking to my teeth. Normally raisins have a little bit of moisture. That one was so dry, when I bit it, it actually stuck to my tooth. It was so dry, it was sort of clinging onto the moisture on my tooth. Never experienced that with a raisin. So let's have a look at one of these little nuts there. Slightly salted. Very similar to a corn, like a popcorn flavour. Not sure what sort of nut that is, but it's nice, it's crisp. Again, little one of these beans. They're more like super roasted, dried beans as opposed to peanuts or cashews. They're not sort of a nut I'd recognise here in the UK. And I think that is peas. So I think they are basically peas and beans, which have been dried and roasted. That was a pea. No salt, no other seasoning. Just dried, roasted beans and peas. Some very, very hard raisins. No, I must say, not actually my best nut and raisin mix I've had. But interesting. It's different. It's something a little different to try. Now, big block of this beef jerky. As you can see, it looks like it's been compressed and it's stuck together. They are little strands, so little pieces compressed back together. Chewy, slightly flavoured. We can taste the sort of Chinese 5-spice. If people have had the 5-spice blend, 5-spice powders, it's common in Chinese cooking or Taiwanese cooking. It's chewy, but not overly so. It's just compressed in small pieces with a slight spiced Chinese 5-spice style flavouring. Nice, tasty. If you're into jerky, you'll say it's a good, easy to chew, flavoursome piece of dried beef. Again, just wipe my hands, just refresh my palate. And last but not least for this particular menu, taste one of these little jelly candies. So it's a nice little soft jelly, sweet there. Fruit flavoured. Very difficult to distinguish what flavour fruit. It is a sort of apricot style fruit, apricot or peach, but I wouldn't say it's apricot or peach, but it's that sort of flavour. Certainly artificial, just enjoyable little soft jelly candies. So that really is the contents and makeup of this Taiwan Type C military ration. Very, very simplistic meal. I don't think you'd sustain troops for very long in the field with this type of ration, but overall it's interesting, very reliant on biscuits and sugar, but it's a very interesting and different ration to try. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification button for future videos coming very soon. So thank you and goodbye.